Okay, I just need to turn that on. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Captain Quasar, and welcome back to another unofficial H3 waiting room. We got some spicy topics to talk about today. Some new updates from Harley and Nathan Barnatt, dad, talking about there's some sponsorship drama that hasn't been outed as much about Creator Clash. So we'll get into that. We also have a new video by WillyMac, but Dark Viper AU doesn't think you can trust WillyMac? What? But can we trust Dark Viper AU? Go play some GTA 5, buddy. But we'll get into all that right now. But not right now, because first we're going to look at some Reddit posts. Sorry. I'm scrambling. I started a minute late. I feel like a terrible person, but let's just get it started. Hello, welcome in. So first I want to go through some Reddit posts and then Ethan's most recent Instagram stories, and then we'll get right into the videos because they're a little long, so it's not a whole lot to start with, but this was kind of funny. I'm curious what Ethan would say about that. Say about this coming from It's Yo Boy 1213. I don't know if this music's gonna get claimed. See, I'm just doing hard-hitting journalism right now. This is what Hassan's talking about when he says, like, on the ground, on the ground, boots on the ground journalism, whatever the fuck he says. I don't know. Whatever. You know what I mean. Taylor Lorenz actually talking about this stuff is hilarious because I really want to read, like, can we find the article, like the actual like point that she was trying to make, or any article that even tangentially relates to Roblox ice raids? Because I saw the tweet, obviously, where she's just like, kids are getting attacked by police in Roblox. And it's like, yeah, that means that whoever sets up this server decided to make a role play where these kids are fighting other kids as ICE versus protesters. Pretty insane. But again, it's hard-hitting journalism. And this is something I needed because I was doing something when they talked about what the 67 meme means. And so now every time they bring it up and they're just like, oh, yes, whatever. I'm like, come on, man. Give me another rundown. A quick one. So this is 4 minutes and 33 seconds, so it's pretty quick, from Sunny Peach 69, shout out. And they said, "Hi family. First time trying to make my own video, but felt this was needed. I couldn't handle the continuous confusion and misinformation. As I explain in the video, I sincerely apologize for being first to confuse everyone, but I truly hope this helps. Thanks for watching if you do. This took me a while to put together. Sunny Peach. P.S. Sorry if the clips include too much copyrighted music. I don't know how to audio engineer it to not." Okay. They don't know how to cut audio? Come on. I truly need this. Bye, Sunny Peach.
I don't know. Let's see what else is trending here. This is fascinating.
So this is See You Next Tuesday. Episode number 112. The crew discovers the worst trend ever. July 10th, 2025. The day it all started.
It's trending here. This is fascinating.
People are saying the 67 meme is huge.
What is 67?
Yeah. I don't know.
What is that?
Huge, apparently.
Is that must be a white nationalist?
It must be.
Or no, that's what Comey posted about Trump, right, Dan?
No.
Oh, okay.
What is 67? Someone better explain.
It's with a song about related to a song "Doot Doot" by Skrilla.
Skrilla?
Oh, it's by... Okay.
Fuck.
You said a bunch of nonsense to me right now.
The Skrilla?
That made
Yeah,
no
I didn't
sense.
understand one word in that.
You guys are too old. You don't get it.
Here's a lesson in meme culture.
Hey, thanks, Dan. I'll take.
Like the Skrilla? Where's Doot Doot? Ah, it is. Okay. 6'7", I just bipped right on the highway. Bip. Real talk. The only stuff I've really seen from him is like hanging out with crackheads and being like, yeah, this is my main chick right here.
Take it from here. Hey guys, so last Thursday I was responsible for this comment. The 67 meme is huge. I personally wrote that, so now I personally feel responsible for explaining. Since I made a mistake, I should have separated the letters 6 and 7 because peace and love, it is not 67. The meme is 6, 7, and I take full responsibility for confusing the crew, but I am here today to do my very best to explain. I am not a
It's technically 6-7.
professional editor or YouTuber, but I will do my very best to provide all the details so you guys better understand this meme. Okay, class, the first word of the day is edit farming. Get out your pens and papers and write that down. You must understand this to understand the 6-7 meme. Now, edit farming is where people are doing things in order for fans to make an edit for them. These edits go viral, they gain popularity, more people will probably go to their accounts, they gain followers, blah, blah, blah. And so with the 6-7 song by Skrilla, they use the line and they combine it with the edit. And that is how it becomes popular. Here's some more examples of edit farming. Somebody edit me!
Everything.
I guess I get it. So was it literally just the fact that that song's popular and is going to and so people use it in edits? Is that quite literally what it is? Why are there so many edits here?
His connection with this guy. He's an ex.
Oh, I have heard this song.
Bitrate on the highway.
I actually have heard this song.
I'm so sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah, he was 67 years old.
Hey, it's okay. Wait, 67?
Yeah.
67.
I gotta be honest. It is quite literally a nothing burger. Great stuff. But I just needed the because I'm saying I think I watched the members episode when I was like playing a video game or something. So then when I heard them talk about it again, I was like, what? And I was more than confused. This Ethan posted this on his story. I'm pretty sure this is a joke he's making. People were talking about this in the comments and was just like they were just fucking around. But I think I don't think Ethan understands that sarcasm is lost on at least most dumbasses on the internet. But he said Denham's attorney reading the complaint for the first time. And I thought it was funny. Someone in the comments said, "Is this Denham's lawyer?" And they said, yes, his name is Dunning-Kruger.
Into a thinly veiled dog whistle for Jews to combat the tsunami of hateful rhetoric. Ethan and Ela Klein. Wait, what happened? To combat the tsunami of hateful rhetoric, Ethan and Ela Klein, the term Zionist was used as a slur. Wait, the term Zion. Am I going crazy here? The term Zionist lost all meaning and quickly mutated into a thinly veiled dog whistle for Jews. Period. To combat the tsunami of hateful rhetoric, Ethan and Ela Klein. And then it just says dash. The term Zionist was used as a slur to paint anyone who supported the through TEI created content new Kassan Piker.
When did we all learn about footnotes? See, I grew up in a religious household, so I learned about footnotes pretty early on. But, I mean, you learn about them in school, too. Like, what does he think these numbers mean?
Like, did someone
they were just added in for no reason?
Ethan and Ela Klein. And then is this supposed to be parentheses? The term Zionist was used as a slur to paint anyone who supported them through TEI.
The funniest part is it's literally right here. 33. Oh, both of these things say 33. What does that mean? Well, Zionist, Jews, Zionist. It's almost like these two things are related.
TEI created content new Kassan or who supported Israel. I don't know. Am I going crazy here? Like I know I haven't been streaming that long. Am I crazy? This reminds me of myself in
Maybe you have been streaming too long, my friend. Take a nap.
high school when I didn't give a fuck about an essay I wrote, and I was mid-paragraph, mid-sentence. I just stopped writing the sentence and started a new paragraph. And it's just because I didn't proofread at all. That's the vibe I'm getting from this.
I gotta be honest, I've never had that issue. Have you guys ever in the middle of a sentence just stopped and gone, and just started a new paragraph? What? I'll at least like go down a line.
Like,
and to act, I mean, it's just the funniest thing to try and be like, well, it's clear that his lawyers, because they're Zionist, they're evil Zionists. It's clear that they're also unable to even read or write correctly. They're too plagued with their Zionist thoughts.
I'm just going to read it as it's written. To combat the tsunami of hateful rhetoric, Ethan and Gila Klein, the term Zionist was used as a slur to paint anyone who supported the through.
Oh yeah, that was the funny. That's also funny. His name is, he's uninformed leftist, and I think it's meant to be like an ironic name. Like maybe he is just trying to be self-aware, but to me this reads as ironic, which then also comes off as arrogant to be like, yeah, I'm just the uninformed leftist. Huh. But, yeah. Sorry, cat just ran through the room.
This was used as a slur to paint anyone who supported the, through TEI, created content nuke Hassan Piker. Like, just absolutely bullshit. The nuke was written, shot, and edited.
I also just like, yeah, he doesn't realize these numbers are correlated, and also sees continued, and then what? Assumes that just means on the next page? No, it means that this footnote is continued at the next footnote. He's on page 27. Has he done that to every footnote before that? Because that... You think he would have had this issue a lot earlier. Not 27 pages in. Strange. And then these bunch of morons. Mike from PA tweeted, I admit, I did send it to AB because I wanted to prove that he's constantly trolling the internet to send things to Ethan. Well, we'll look at, or I guess I can look at him now. Ethan had posted these on his Storter. Storter? Wow. Great stuff. Ethan posted this to his story. Mike from PA is caught here, raging against the inevitability of dying alone. He is a 40-year-old, single, unkempt, and physically repulsive loser. That is why he keeps DMing AB unhinged shit like this, continually, over a year. AB has never responded, by the way. Don't tell Mike we took 18 days off in June. Because Mike sent a... Is this a tweet he sent? But it says, after over 6 straight months of crashing out and defaming Hassan, the H3 podcast is now 10,000 concurrent viewers smaller than Hassan the Hun's streams. This after the month of July. This after the month of July was the lowest ever viewership. Oh, I think, okay. This is just worded weird. This, after the month of July being the lowest ever viewership for the H3 podcast, on one YouTube alone, Hassan had 5 times the views. What the fuck? Is he just drunk every time he, like, sends messages or tweets or anything? Like, on YouTube alone, Hassan had 5 times. So you're saying, are you talking about the concurrent viewers or the amount of viewers that are being made? I think I kind of just, like, when I read this the first time, I skimmed it, so I kind of was just like, okay, whatever, yeah, he's talking about this. But if you really, like, read it out, it doesn't really, like, okay, even if this is true, Hassan gets more views, cool. Does that mean anything? Does that mean he's more correct? He's more popular? Cool. Awesome. I bet you always loved the popular kids in school, didn't you, Mike? But then Mike sends this to AB and messages him going, make sure you show this to Ethan. Only 7 million views in June. Damn. Only 7 million views? Ooh. Man, I wish. But then Ethan continued and posted this, which is from February. Mike had sent to AB, how do you live with yourself? Man, working for that guy. Do you ever feel bad about it? Is the money at least good? It's a good question. Asking the real stuff. But then Mike decided to tweet and say, I admit I did send it to AB because I wanted to prove that he's constantly trolling the internet to send things to Ethan. He's a good dog. I did what you asked, dumbass. Does it feel good to be hated literally everywhere you go now? Does it feel good to know even the people who like you are... And then someone said... That was bad empanada, and someone said too bad empanada. Does it feel good to know even the people who like you are afraid of you? And Mike from PA said, no one is afraid of him who is normal. And then someone else replied, I'm sure Hassan famously has nothing bad to say about him. Talking about bad empanada. And then this wasn't the only thing Bad Empanada said. Bad Empanada, I guess, the whole thing is, would he say these are all fake accounts? Like, these ones aren't real? What are the, like, which one is the real one? Because this was another thing he had messaged. AB, I did what you asked, dumbass. And this is a Bad Empanada Club Sporting de Portugal. Bad Empanada CPS. You forgot to block me, house slave, little bitch, completely cucked and dependent on a 40-year-old shit-huffing addict. His podcast is gonna go down, and no one will hire you. No. Yes, at the end of his content poop.
It's fucking unhinged, and he calls me unhinged when I act unhinged. I'm actually just playing a character. I'm just playing into Ethan Klein's delusions about me. You know, he frames me as like this wanted international criminal who's like the mastermind behind some sort of like criminal ring on Discord or whatever the fuck it is, honestly. So I play into those delusions. I'm just like, yeah, Ethan, I'm in control of everything. And the guy, like, he buys it. His crew, like, honestly, they seem like deathly afraid of him because they clearly...
So is this just you playing a character? This is just you trolling? What about this? Was this just you trolling? What about I see nothing wrong with dismembering disgusting occupying colonizer soldiers. Is that you? Where's the best bad empanada? Oh, sorry. Some of these I probably shouldn't show. Gotta be quick. Ooh. I read through all of these before, and the video didn't get taken down or anything, so. I mean, just pick your choice, I guess. These are all kind of... They all speak for themselves. I'm looking for the one where he talks about jerking off to dead children. That's like I think the peak of what you will see from Bad Empanada when he's just trolling. He's just messing around. Oh, here it is. Oh, Hamas raped a bunch of babies' kids now? Where is the video evidence of it? I was looking to jerk off anyways. Was this Bad Empanada just trolling? Was this just him playing a character to get under Ethan's skin all the way back then? Again, this guy's a fucking lunatic, so... I just don't... I mean, even... Yeah, he called AB a house slave. What's new? Gotta be honest. And then, Ethan posted this onto his story. He's just in defeat. Sorry. Sorry, you distracted me with feet talk. I was trying to close some windows. But, Ethan posted on his story, historian at Ricky D. Phillips had this to say about Bad Empanada. According to him, Bad Empanada fled to Argentina because of alleged sexual allegations, and that he's known there as a sexpat. Looking at a picture of him, there is no way these accusations are true. Just look at this guy. This guy? And then this person, Ricky D. Phillips, said, as a fantasist, he certainly excels, although one should add that he is a walking cliche of personality disorders, from quite blatant schizophrenia through to dissociative identity disorder and evident narcissistic sociopathy. George Giantis ticks every box. And he appears to live in a fantasy world whereby he makes up characters and pins them onto real people. This should not be so surprising, since George's list of characters, which he himself has portrayed or believed himself to be, is dazzling. From the voice of a working Australian man in his native Australia, where he seemed to wish to put himself at the center of a class war. Did I skip a sentence? No, I don't think so. Sorry. I need to zoom in on this. There we go. That's a little bit better. In his native Australia, where he seemed to wish to put himself in the center of a class war, and despite being a student with no job at all, through to a reinvention as an Aboriginal Australian, which surprisingly enough fooled nobody. Following on from alleged sexual allegations, he moved to Argentina, where many describe him as a sexpat, and set himself up first as an indigenous Bolivian freedom fighter, then as a native Yugoslavian, then as an indigenous Argentine person of color, before growing a beard, converting to Islam, and reestablishing himself as, I kid you not, a Lebanese jihadi and Hamas member. Hello, hello, welcome in. All new subs, welcome. Really do appreciate it. Glad everybody could be here. But as we can see, there's still no sign of George Giantis.cam. This is how I'm starting to feel. I just need, we need it to come soon. I'm sure they're just making sure it's all thorough. I hope they add basically like the whole Drew Pavla dossier, whatever you want to call it. But now we're going to kind of skim through this a little bit because it kind of lasted the whole 2 hours through the end of the stream. But basically, Harley calls in to Dad.
We really appreciate it. Harley, everyone, from Epic Meal Time, the legend.
This is sick. Thank you for having.
Is the audio working, or is it not? If it's working for some people but not everybody, you might need to restart the app. Oh no, multiple people are saying audio. Oh no. It says it's coming through on my end. So let me know what the issue is.
Having me, I'm calling in. It's different. It's not like everything. I'm calling in. This is like the radio of the future.
Technically, it is a videographed landline. You are on the landline, and we are visually enjoying what we're hearing. It's like the old times.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Thank you, Harley. We
Thank
have
you for having me.
We have a really excited audience here. They've been waiting for you because we've never had a guest, and I've been teasing the idea of having a guest live on the show, and this is the first time it's happened. So thank you for being our very first. It's all downhill from here.
Hell yeah, yeah. Hey, dude, I would have been here last week if you asked.
Oh, well, that was my mistake. I thought I messaged, but I guess I didn't hit send. It's all right. It's my fault.
Yeah. No, it couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
And I will say, the beginning of this, we're not going to watch the beginning of this. We're going to skip up until or actually there is a little portion where they talk about Creator Clash. But then we're going to skip ahead because here, I'm going to skip and see if I can hit it perfectly. He starts asking him really weird questions, hypotheticals, that I don't think you should ask anybody.
He greenlit the show. He knows.
Snap.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
I hear him somehow, and
yeah, I saw you.
Come on.
I don't think that'll do the.
Here, I just need to look it up. Massage. I guess can I just look up shit? On your lip. Yep, here we go. There we go. Urine on your lips.
Urine on your lips.
Okay.
I heard it on another program earlier. People
We got to
were
show it
asking,
off.
Would you rather urine on your lips if someone urinated on you and it only went on your lips, not into your mouth, or
wait, someone's pissing on my lips.
Yep.
My mouth is pressed tightly shut.
Yeah, pucker your mouth and they're whizzing on your lips. But then once they stop, you might accidentally lick and get a little flavor.
I already figured that. Like basically a little bit might get into my tongue, but that's on me.
Yep, and you'll smell it for sure. And scent is the strong thing over here. So that, or someone smears poop on your cheeks. What would you prefer?
Feels like an easy answer. Hey, some people pay for golden showers. I guess some people pay to be shit on too, though. So, god damn it.
Piss on my lips.
All right.
Let's hear that one more time. Let's just hear that once again.
You heard it.
Poop on your cheeks is piss on my lips.
Just clear as day, perfectly.
All right. You heard it.
Poop on your cheeks is too close. Poop on your cheeks is too close.
How
I think, you know what? I think can I modify this one a little bit? I think I can modify it a little bit.
Sure.
Okay, you ready? It's going to be a lot worse. Okay.
Yeah, is there an option to just die immediately? Drop dead on the floor?
Okay. Your uncle.
Yep.
Pisses on your lips.
Oh God.
Yeah. So it just has like a weird factor now that's gonna stick with you for life, like every family holiday.
Yep.
You're gonna be like, "Hi, uncle," and he'll be like, "Hi, Nathan. You know, I didn't want to piss on your lips, but the universe made us with that. Would you rather?" So would you rather that or the rubbing shit on the cheeks? I think is too powerful. I think.
And is that because it's insulting?
It's just on your face. No, it's on your face. But I think it has to kind of balance out with the piss on your face, so I understand. So I think it's either that uncle pees on your lips, or a stranger massages shit on your shoulders, like they rub it in. Like it's not just rubbing on. They're gonna rub your shoulders.
Yeah, that's where I'm gonna just stop it there. You get it. This is basically the conversation they had for a good Let's see. They started talking about boxing about 3 minutes later. They'd been talking for about 2 minutes already. So they spoke about piss and shit for a good 5 minutes there. Beautiful stuff.
So I think
here we go. It's this part.
Ew. What about you? We were supposed to be like 2 weeks fresh off of a battle. We were supposed to be 2 weeks fresh off of another combat under our belts, you know?
Yes. So I think
You know what
I've
mean?
seen this.
Yeah, as long as you don't lick your lips, you're fine. You just got to go like this, go, and then run to the bathroom and be like, and wipe it off real quick. Those are the exact noises you'll make too. I know it.
I've seen this on other programs. You're speaking of a boxing bout that a bunch of warriors were supposed to enter, and that bout never happened. The man named Dad was supposed to box. You were supposed to box, and it didn't happen. How are you feeling unsatisfied for not having the ability to enter this battle?
That's a great word, unsatisfied. That's the best word, actually. A lot of times people, they're like, oh, that must be so frustrating, or that must be so, and there were a lot of sentiments for sure, but yeah, that's disappointed and lack of closure was something. You know, when they were like, oh, it's official, it is not happening. I underestimated the bizarre sense of closure that I got from that. I was like, oh, and so it is done.
Yeah.
And so that was one thing that I really discounted that. But you know, when June 28th happened, I was like, I guess I'm happy that I'm not getting punched in the head by LA Beast right now.
Who do you think would have won that match?
Well, he put up a video. He's such a beast. You really don't know. Like, he's so crazy. He really
he's the LA Beast.
Like he scared me more than like anyone. Like, I would have never boxed him last year or the year before, but I just was like, you know what? God has a mission for me. And but I watched, he made a video and it looked like he had injured his arm. So he was really, I think he was going in with a major handicap for that match.
So yeah,
but he's just that
advantage.
Yeah, I could have maybe, exactly. But he's just that crazy of a guy that he's still down. He's still down to throw him, even if he, you know, was not at 100%.
I remember months ago,
very cool.
It was December or January, last December or January, you had said, I had spoken to you and you said, this was the one you were most afraid of, because you said, because this guy has what it takes mentally. He's crazy. He eats cactuses. That was your fear, that you didn't have the mental strength that he had.
And then I looked into eating a cactus. I was talking to ChatGPT, because you know, I don't know if you ever talk.
That could be another little soundbite. I was talking to ChatGPT.
And then I looked into eating a cactus. I was talking to ChatGPT, because you know, I don't know if you ever talk to the computer hive mind that is gonna enslave us. You ever do that?
I don't know what this is.
Oh, I feel like you're tapped into it more than you would realize. But
Okay.
I talked to the AI, and I was like, hey, you ever see Epic Mealtime? And he was all like, yeah, man, I know Epic Mealtime. I'm the supercomputer. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm that guy, and I'm gonna box LA Beast. You know him? And he was like, bro, you're gonna box LA Beast? LA Beast eats light bulbs. LA Beast walked for 24 hours. I've been talking to you for a year now. You're probably gooning on ketamine. How are you gonna box LA Beast? And I literally, it was almost like that. And I was like, wow, thank you. Thank you for so much of your computer opinion there.
So you're telling us in preparation for your fight with LA Beast, you asked a robot that knows all if it thought you would win against LA Beast, and it said fat chance.
It did. Well, I said it didn't know enough about me. It was kind of locked in on my like 2014, 2015, because that's probably like when it was like Epic Mealtime was a thing. So he was like,
so it didn't know about your previous boxing matches then. Apparently.
I told him, I was like, I've boxed before, and he was like, running schematics. Oh, he's like, yeah, you did. He's like, okay, so you have 2 boxing matches. LA Beast has 0, but LA Beast eats light bulbs.
I really do just find Harley to be like, he's really entertaining. And I'm going to say it again. I don't know why. What's his fucking podcast called? What is his because I was trying to find Harley Morenstein. Podcasts. See Man Alive on his channel. Is it on a separate channel? Because if so, it's not linked in his YouTube page. Harley Morenstein podcast fast food. Is it Binge Eater Podcast? Okay, I think I found it. I think I found it. Binge Eater Podcast. It's like fucking impossible to find.
Coffee spoon.
What the fuck? I found this page. This page has, it's called Binge Eater Podcast Bites. It has 100 subscribers. They haven't posted in a year, but they were posting over a year ago. I don't think this is it. But when I tried to look up Binge Eater Podcast, there's nothing. What the fuck is this? I'm confused. Okay, I'm gonna keep looking on the side, but we're gonna skip ahead to Nicholas Diorio now, because basically, yeah, about an hour later, they just shoot the shit for about an hour talking about different fun stuff. Definitely go check it out. Dad's been having a lot of fun on his week-long stream that isn't actually a week-long stream. He's just breaking it up and doing like one day at a time, doing 12-hour streams. It's still a lot. Yeah, this one was only 8 hours. Don't cop out. I'm just saying, calling it a week-long stream, I feel like you have to be on stream for a week. Just saying, but that's just me. That's just me. But we're going to skip ahead a bit. When you type in his name, the first thing is a pocket. Is it just like trying to hide it from me? It knows I'm a true Harley fan and it doesn't want me to see his stuff. Literally, this is what comes up when I look up. Are you just looking up Harley? Here's what I need to look up. Harley Shack. I can't not. Every time we talk about Harley, I gotta bring it up. The only reason it's on Google Images anyways is because it's on his Facebook. The fuck? What language is this? Well, thanks. Sorry for my racist costume from 14 years ago. My apologies in my latest vlog. And the vlog was this. Sorry for my racist costume. But no, when I just look up him, this is what I find. I look up podcast. Oh, double dusted. Okay. Okay. No, I swear, I looked up Harley Morenstein podcast before and it also wasn't coming up. Now I'm being psyoped by YouTube. Okay, I need to subscribe. I'm going to be checking in with Harley now and finding the best Harley clips. But let's keep it going.
Hey, what's going on? They didn't tell me they were live in the beginning of this. I'm Nicholas Diorio. I run a drama channel.
Hello, Nicholas.
Yeah,
thanks for calling in.
It's fun.
Thanks for being here.
I like the one when you were talking about the thing that me and Dad had committed so much of our lives to. I liked when you were talking about that failure for 2 months.
All right, it wasn't 2 months. It was 2 years. It was 2 years, Harley. I spent 2 years talking about it.
Sadly, which I will have to concede to for sure, is that Creator Clash is a fail. No, I will never concede to that. No, what I do want to concede to is the fact that you did, in the end, promote it and talk about it more than anyone else I could think of.
We were going through like, is this person going to promote? Is this person going to promote? And then they didn't.
When you were saying those things, I had heard you saying that, and then I was thinking, I promoted, but no one saw it because my views are so low. It just like went right by.
Hey,
no one even
my
noticed.
views are bad also. No one saw mine, but it's important that we tried.
We tried. I put the videos out day one, and no one saw them. But then because of Nick causing all this attention, I now put
causing all these problems.
No, I wasn't. I was gonna say commotion was the word I was gonna say, but that sounded like a negative word. But stirring everything up, and like now everyone's talking about it. I thought maybe I should show my promo again, and now my promo went from originally getting 8,000 views to like almost 60,000. So I'm glad people saw it.
Oh, nice.
It doesn't matter now, but I actually hope glad people.
To be fair, Dad, you baited it. I guess I can just call him Nathan. He's not in character right now. But it was, you baited with this. One last thing, Creator Clash 3.
Hello. Welcome. I'll show him what happens when the world says you should have given up long ago. I'll show him what a lifetime of rejection, heartache, pain, and failure can do to somebody. I'm not a great boxer. I don't have skill.
Just leave it there.
Watch it, so thank you. I will say it's like almost like a double-edged sword. When this stuff was going on and Nick and all these people were talking about it, I understand people are going to talk about it because it's happening and people are interested. But then from my side, I was like, oh god, this is just like going to bury the event. So I wanted to go and talk to everybody and was told not to.
You're like, this is gonna suck. This is gonna bury the event, and then they were like, "Nah, hold my beer. All right, we're gonna make content, cop."
Yeah,
like it literally created. It caused more damage than I could have possibly caused in like 100 Creator Clash cycles in one day.
But because of you, I have many months of rent saved now because of you. So in a way, Creator Clash did pay me, I guess, through you.
Dude, this is like the picture of us shaking hands, and it's like Creator Clash paid our rent.
I did when during the whole time, like I always went in.
Someone should make the Gossip Girl meme with Nathan. I was going to say this feels like this feels like a real like I don't even know what to call it. We're having a tea party. That's what it feels like.
And just went on whatever show and said whatever, and I never really got like the same directives, I guess, as Dad did. Maybe I didn't keep as open of a dialogue.
I don't think they would go to you and say those things because they know you're gonna do what you want.
I was pushing people. I was like when Nicholas was talking about it, or even like when Willie Mac was like, put a request for them to go on his show. Like I hit them up and I was like, oh, you guys got to go do that. Someone's got to go do that. Just go on there. And the sentiment was like, nah. We don't want to dedicate time to this thing. We want to focus on the event. And I was like, that's the narrative out there is just whatever they do because no one else is there. Like who's the mouthpiece for the event? Because I'll be honest, every time I'm talking, I'm fucking up. So someone should go on the show and talk about that. Someone should go and just do it. And
did they ever try to like shut you down from coming to talk to me? Because obviously they tried to shut Dad down from talking to like Keemstar.
No, they didn't. But I did get hit up like later. I don't think they maybe they didn't
like how it went.
I think someone else watched it and like they had hit me up and they were like, hey, is it helpful? Like it was. I think that the question was kind of like, is it really helpful to talk about this stuff here? I think because we had spoke about the gala and the second one, and they were like, "Is it really necessary to talk about this? Is that helpful?"
Well, did you book another gala this year? Then yeah, I think it's probably pretty necessary to talk about the gala from the last event.
Yeah,
I do find it interesting that for some, I think that they would just maybe had closer contact with Nathan than they did with Harley, because it seems like they did a lot more at trying to stop Nathan from like even promoting the event through like means like the H3 podcast or Locale Live or whatever. But Harley was able to kind of just do whatever he wanted and talk to Nicholas Diorio. He talked, went on the H3 podcast. He was fucking doing stuff with Sam Hyde. And it didn't seem like they were really trying to step on his toes at all.
I was like, I actually think it's helpful to fully talk about the whole thing. Like, I think it's just to talk about it. If not, then, whatever is said will just be what is the narrative. So, yeah, I was like, I think, go out there and...
Yeah.
Are you ready to concede the promotion point? Because you were fighting me tooth and nail that I said there should be like mandatory promotion by the fighters.
I agree
with
that.
Obviously, 6 months later, Harley, do you think there should have been mandatory promotion from the fighters?
To be fair, I did say that you'll never get that from YouTubers. I didn't say that the idea was bad. I was just like, good luck.
True. Or they feel like they can make, or they feel like they can control Nathan more. And that's kind of like the two ways that it can go. Is either they felt like Nathan was more malleable and like more controllable, or they felt like Harley was more untenable and like they couldn't do anything. Yeah, I understand that it's because he's a nice guy, but wasn't Dad also like part of their camp or something too? Because he had talked about actually like communicating with them more behind the scenes. It seemed like just like on like a personal level, but I guess that could just come from them feeling like he was a person to get on their side. I just like to see the best in people. I don't want to assume that they just see somebody who's nice like Dad and go, oh, if we manipulate him, we can get him on our side and then use him to leverage any type of claims pushed our way. Leverage our own. Leverage isn't the right word. I used the wrong word there, but you get what I'm saying. Use Dad as basically a shield to be like, see, there are people on our side. But now that they've lost Dad too, it is funny because it does feel like Dad never wants to be the one shit talking, but he is willing to let everybody else kind of say what they have to say.
Do you know?
If you write it in the contract, they don't have a choice. That's what they're signing up to do. You think they're gonna, if they have to make a video or some tweets or something?
I mean, Nathan didn't warn Ethan about Content Cop when he found out, so I guess they were right. Well, to be fair, Nathan literally said that he thought that the Content Cop was going to be like a playful thing that was going to be the promotion aspect for Creator Clash. He was hoping that it was going to be a promotion for Creator Clash when they were doing the training or whatever. Which I find, I gotta be honest, that's kind of like, is it optimistic or is it just ignorant? Because it is like a truly optimistic viewpoint to be like, he's going to make this Content Cop on Ethan and it's going to be this like, kind of playful video, because you don't know any of that. And all of the earlier Content Cops, any one of them that have come before, have all been like highly critical of the person that they're doing it on. None of them have been just like jabby or like a way to like troll the fan base, because if anything, that's going to just make more people mad. That would have pushed, I think that would have made I don't think that would have made people, or I don't know. It really does feel like Creator Clash was already failing, and then the Content Cop was kind of just like the final nail in the coffin, you know what I mean? Like there could have been a million other nails in the coffin. Maybe Idubbbz does just make it a troll video called Content Cop Ethan Klein, and then it's just some stupid little jokey video where they're hanging out and then do a promotion for Creator Clash. That probably would have gotten some level of hate, just because people would have been like, why are you doing this? Why are you lying to us? I haven't been on this channel in years. I come back after 20 years and this is what I get fed? Come on.
Something like a tweet per month, I guess. Do you think they're not going to sign for the money they're getting?
You ran Creator Clash and everyone was under contract to do promotion, and Tubbo and Sapnap did not do promotion. They're still going to be on Creator Clash, still going to go forward with it. It's still going to happen. Like they would never, I just like, it wouldn't, like having it on contract, I don't know if it would be enforced. I think like the best thing would be to choose people that want to promote it. Like I was about it. Dad was about it. You know, I know LA Beast was about it. Freddie was about it. Some people were like about it. I don't know everyone, but like it's one thing to be about it, and another thing to be about it and also want to promote it. I think.
And in your defense, things happened that made it more difficult to want to jump out and be associated with the event.
Yeah.
That were outside of everyone's control.
And that applies to a lot of other creators. Like, you know, you look at people like Freddie, or even
assuming all Creator Clash fans are H3 fans, I don't think anybody's a Creator Clash fan. You'd be a fan of whatever creator is fighting. And so I think that the whole thing was that was lacking. There was no fan base for Creator Clash, and the people that were fighting weren't promoting it properly. And like Harley's saying right here, they weren't promoting it properly because they weren't enforcing any type of like mechanism for if they do not promote. Like nobody was getting kicked for not promoting or anything because they needed the fighters. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think that they need to be H3 fans to hate the way that Ian handled it. I think that, like I'm saying, if anything, Ian could have made a million different videos that could have been that final nail in the coffin. I just think that he did the one that was probably the most divisive. I don't know. They should have just stuck to promoting the event. They didn't want to. Why didn't they do any cool little videos? Just cool little anything. Send out your own filmers. Just be like, hey, we're paying this guy to fly around to all these different states, all of your training camps, and he's going to get some footage for a day. Anything.
If you look at the last event, these people were never ever near drama, and they've had brands for like 15 years. Like, yeah, that's the craziest thing is like someone who's, and that's what I always think of. I'm like, oh, for me, I'm out there and I'm like, oh, I'm on the podcast. Creator Clash makes millions. Children get nothing. Whatever it is that I do on podcasts, that's me. My shit's all over the place. But not every creator is loose like that. So you have some creators whose brands have been protected and they kept it away from drama for literally 2 decades almost. And then they commit to this event, and this event, by choice of the owners, dives right into drama. Now,
that I guess that's fair to say that they wouldn't want to promote after that point, but there was no promotion before the like content cop either. So that's why I'm saying like I think that the drama aspect is like a part of it, but it really is just the fact that they were very bad at like handling their event.
Now, anyone that,
because I was hearing I was in a girl with a microphone, shout out, I was in her chat and people were talking about the event coordinators versus the event organizers and how Aaron Hansen, Ego Raptor, and his event, his touring company, whatever it's called, they would have been the coordinators, and they can only coordinate what is organized by Ian and Anissa, who would have been like, you know, setting up the event. And if they wanted to hire like other people as the event organizers, then like that could have happened too, but they wanted it to be like in their hands and to be under their control, and I think that that was the thing that made it fall apart the most. Because it's clear that like their attention was elsewhere. And you could say that it being elsewhere is what caused the most detriment, that like Ian creating the content cop like made the fighters sour and now they didn't want to do it. But like honestly, the fact that they didn't have their all put into this event from the beginning probably made some of the fighters sour too.
that's
Yeah,
like,
real good
I'm
touring,
really-
that's it. Real good touring.
I'm really excited for my boxing match. People are like, oh, so these are your thoughts about the Middle East. And you're like, what? I'm literally just, it was not, like I saw some tweets from some of the fighters. They'd be like, something random, casual about Creator Clash. And all the mentions are like, oh, really, motherfucker?
Oh, you got mogged too, because you asked them specifically if anybody else had a problem with like this, with all the stuff that's happening, and now it's all come out from like every fighter who's ever spoken about it that they all had a problem with it, and they're like, no, it just seems to be you, Harley. It's just Harley Morenstein seems to have a problem with it. It's kind of weird, you know?
That's literally that is literally what happened. I was like, so is everyone cool with it? They're like, everyone loves it. Everyone actually loves it.
I heard
They
that.
love what's going on.
I was told that same thing, and I was thinking, or maybe I'm remembering that. Sorry, I try to even say that because I don't know if I'm remembering you saying that that was said, or if they said it to me too. It's been too much time. But I was gonna say for something we were saying a second ago. I was gonna touch on. It's hard to get people to be in a boxing event to then agree to do the promotion, because it's already hard enough to get people to even say yes to this. Like people,
honestly, that's probably the best argument. I was about to argue with him about it, but thinking about it for a second, it shouldn't be up to the fighters to do all of the promotion. There should be, again, some kind of like avenue, some mechanism in place to where they can like, you know, upload something simple or get a filmer out to film their stuff. Because I don't know, yeah, having to ask like some random guy at the gym like, hey, can you record this for me, or having to ask somebody to come with you to your training session to record for you, is asking a lot. Like, honestly, people that are in the gym are there to train, and people that you're asking to come separate, you'll probably have to pay.
Often comment when they see the card release. There's a lot of comments on the internet saying, why don't you just get PewDiePie versus Jacksepticeye? It's like, because they don't want to do it. You don't realize how...
Honestly, Alex does need to interview Harley. Harley could be... I feel like that's... he's such a big name, but I feel like his size currently, it makes it plausible. Because he could promote his podcast.
Little influencers want to do this. No influencers want to do this. The year one, I saw like so many of the woes of like people getting injured. S-Fan was supposed to box, and then he couldn't because he got injured.
Is that true, or are they potentially cherry picking which people they want based on?
I think it's true because so many people in the Discord leave, they drop out, they're like, I can't do it, I'm too busy now. Like, also most influencers like, I don't want to get punched. Mega64, perfect example. Mega64, friends of mine, other kind of like OG YouTubers, Rocco was almost doing it. I was texting him like crazy, trying to convince him to do it. Aaron really wanted him to do it. He was almost did it. None of the other guys in Mega64 wanted to do it. I talked to Ed Bassmaster, he didn't want to do it. James Rolfe doesn't want to do it. Matt Pat told me he didn't want to do it. Like, no YouTubers
do they
want to
not
get
want
punched.
to do it in this new event or in the previous two events?
All three.
I could see this year.
It's just because literally it started off like... It literally started...
What we do here is good.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to find it. Oh, is this it?
Hello, everyone. For the past 4 months, I have been dealing with a child. A child by the name of Brian. Little baby Brian, aka Rice Gum, reached out to me back in 2018. Well, he tried to reach out to me. I wasn't following him, so I saw it on Drama Alert. He wanted to do a boxing match.
Down. If he's down, we'll make it happen. If not, then he's a pussy.
Fast forward to present day, June 2021, not completely present, but this year, Rice Gum reaches out to my wife, my precious wife. And you know what he says? He says that Idubbbz is irrelevant and that he's fallen off. Get him to box me. So I'm like, shit, man. What?
I just realized, why didn't he show the actual message? This is a sent message. Just show the okay, whatever. But the whole thing started because he was trying to play big man and fight Rice Gum after Rice Gum like had stopped talking about him, I'm pretty sure. And like didn't care anymore and didn't want to like look at how old this clip is.
Match.
Down. If he's down, we'll make it happen. If not, then
like when was this? When was this fucking conversation? And then Rice Gum didn't want to fight him, and then he got his first opponent for Creator Clash. Oh look who it is.
I'm trying to set...
But again, it's like this. I just love that it was never about the creators. It was never about uplifting the creators and creating this fun little community and or what Anissa was saying. It's about them becoming socialists or whatever the fuck. It was literally just about Ian proving himself, and Ian's been trying to prove himself ever since, trying to prove that, hey, it's about other stuff. It's about charity and about uplifting communities and about togetherness. And it's like, no, he just wanted to fucking fight Rice Gum. I want to know what the real DM said, honestly. Because it probably was like, why won't he box me?
It might be a little more difficult.
All three times.
Not in the next one.
This is from the beginning. From the very beginning, I wanted to box Ed Bassmaster way back. And he's like, no, I'll do a dance battle with you. And I was like, okay, I don't think anyone's going to care for that. But most YouTubers or influencers in general want to get punched in the face for like nearly no profit. Because they can go and do like a brand deal somewhere or do a YouTube video and get $20,000 in a day. They don't want to get punched in the face and do 8 months of training. So to get a YouTuber to then sign up, to then also agree to, you have to do promo, and even if that promo sort of goes against your schedule and your branding, like it's going to mess up your actual channel, I don't think they want to mess with their analytics and stuff for this boxing event that they don't really want to do. So I think it's almost impossible to get a YouTuber on board and have them make videos for it and stick it out.
For the videos and stuff, I'm not talking about everyone has to make like guaranteed training footage. I'm just saying like at the end of the video, like Ian is somebody who was like running the event and he couldn't even shout out Creator Clash in the content cop.
Well, that's the thing. I thought,
hey, by the way,
when he
like,
told me about that, I thought that was the plan when he...
Ian's eyes look weird here. I've just kind of noticed this recently. Ian just has a weird shaped head.
Because I'm like,
I need him looking
I
straight.
spent my last fucking 4 years.
Look at me. So you can't see it here. He's kind of got like it's got a curve to it. And I think a lot of people do, but it's more noticeable in his older stuff.
He said he's going to do that at the camera.
I guess I didn't just notice he had an odd shaped head. We've always noticed he had an odd shaped head. Mr. Lightbulb, as Alex would say.
I was like, oh, he's definitely going to use this as a promo. It'll get a lot of attention. That makes sense. And then there was not one mention. And I'm thinking in my head, okay, maybe because adjacently, people are going to know he's doing Creator Clash. But like, people aren't going to remember that. They're going to watch this one video. Then they're going to be like, I haven't watched you in 10 years. Now I'm watching this video. They're not going to know about Creator Clash unless you say it. So yeah, it didn't even help.
Yeah, I think there's probably a happy middle ground.
Yeah, no, the boxing coaches are really expensive. If you're like, I mainly know about like what like an MMA gym would cost or something, but even then you're paying like, a couple $100 at least for like a decent gym. And if they're going to something that's really nice, plus a trainer, plus a like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of money that they'd end up paying. God damn you. Well, let me keep it going. I'm going to mute myself for a second.
Between making like legitimate scripted or film documentary type content and just not saying anything at all. I think a couple little even scheduled tweets that come out, and this could be something that Creator Clash supplies, literally. They should have a press package.
You think that you would be able to hit up one of the founding members of the Dream SMP and ask him to tweet your tweets?
Are you talking about?
Well, we hit him up and told him to come to Turkey Tom's Rager, and he showed up at VidCon. So I don't know.
Who, Sapnap?
No, Dream showed up at Turkey Tom's party.
No way! I was gonna ask how VidCon
Dude, everyone
was.
just kept rolling up and taking pictures of it. It was really funny.
That's sick. Did he have a mask on, or did he take it off?
No, but he came with he had like a security detail.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to. That's weird. He didn't need security.
I want to see a picture of Nicholas Diorio hanging out with Dream.
Detail. Now that I think about it, he could beat the shit out of all of his fans. I bet.
Probably. Well, no, dude, I saw there was an army of them. So I walked into VidCon for like 20 minutes or whatever just to get my badge and walk out. And I went in there and there was like an army of like 200 children standing in line to meet him. It was so funny.
That is funny because I would have stood in line, I think, too.
Dude, could you imagine it's just you and a bunch of kids just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna meet Dream, let's go.
I did see a video recently of Sapnap, and he was talking about, and he was like, I got robbed. Did you see that clip? He was like, I got robbed. I was supposed to box. I got robbed. And I saw it. I was like, that's him. That's Sapnap.
That's what he looks like. That was what I said. I go, dude, he looks like oh, I forgot who it was, but it looked like him if he was mewing. Shoot, I forgot.
He's just a super duper famous guy. Like millions of subscribers, and I've been adjacent in this event alongside him, and I never saw it. And then the video came up. I'm like, so that's him, eh? And I was cracking up so hard at Tubbo when he
At least
was
we
like,
saw Tubbo because at least people asked him his questions, so he was forced to talk about it.
But your best line throughout all Creator Clash 1, 2, 3, everything was when he was there and he's sitting down. He's like, Asina, Anissa, she said this here, and you were like, this guy doesn't even know. This guy's like the Joker of Creator Clash.
I didn't realize how many like Minecraft YouTubers and like gamers they had gotten for Creator Clash. Was that the niche they were going for? Did they even try to hit up Rhett and Link?
I was cracking up at that every time because, like, he really was like, all this shit was going down, burning around him on fire, and he's like, I can't even pronounce her name right.
I don't even know her name. Yeah, like it's insane.
The Joker.
But like they're obviously living a better life there, right? Because he literally doesn't even know the drama happening. He doesn't even know he probably doesn't know who Idubbbz is either. He probably doesn't know who Idubbbz is. He's never even heard of the country of Israel before.
No, he probably didn't even know that in 2012 Epic Mealtime was pretty popular.
Dude, he probably thinks that you're an offshoot of who's the guy who throws the eggs at stuff?
How to basic.
How he thinks that you're how to basic.
In fact, if he's Joker of Creator Clash, then Dad, you're Batman of Creator Clash.
Is this Tubbo you're saying?
Tubbo, yeah.
Tubbo was the Minecrafter, one of the Minecrafters, right?
I want to say something, but this guy won't fucking... Oh my god. Okay. Boxing is already a niche. Some people don't want to have anything to do with people punching each other. As one of those people, this drama has been better than the event itself. See, I would say boxing is even becoming more and more niche in combat sports, where people have definitely turned more to like kickboxing and Muay Thai and MMA as a whole. Boxing is becoming more and more niche, where there are just more and more creator events or like things like Jake Paul doing shit. So yeah, it is it's a hard sell, I will say, but that's why I don't understand why they needed to continue it after the first time, when it literally, from its inception, was a failure. He wanted to fight Rice Gum. That didn't happen. From its inception, from the beginning, the first step, it was a failure. And yeah, the first one made a bunch of money. It helped so many people out. Cool. I'd have to look at I'd have to look at the videos. I'd have to watch the clips of it. What was the best fight? What was the best thing that happened? Really? What was the most memorable moment? Come on. Come on.
Yes.
Yeah. And is he a young?
Yeah, he didn't know Anissa's name. He's like, I think like Asina said that.
Oh, did he say this on like a podcast or something?
No, he was like a clip. He's like, I think Creator Clash might be canceled. I don't know. I haven't talked to like Asina yet.
Oh my gosh, you know what? I think, okay, then this has got to be the guy, because when it was all canceled and said and done in the Discord, Tubbo, I think it was, or Sapnap, one of the Minecrafters, finally, for the first time, I could even go look it up in the Discord, they said their first message, they said, what? Question mark? It was like they never knew anything about the event the whole time.
They were like, what? Hey, yo, is this FR? Like, it was like,
yeah.
Like, hey, yo, is this for real? And it was like the first time that they mentioned anything in there that Discord for months.
Here it is right now. It was like,
the first time they did the best. The second they felt obligated, I suppose. But after the failure, I don't understand why they needed a third. See, after the first one was a success, well, I won't even put quotations around it. It was a success. I'm calling it a failure purely because it just wasn't needed. There was no, you could have done any type of event, and that's what I was going to say is the second event didn't need to be Creator Clash. It could have been called like Creator Splash, and then you have it at a fucking water park or something. I don't know, just something else. You could do literally anything else, and it would be a better concept for an event than just being like, oh yeah, we're gonna put on a boxing event. Why? Are the fans of these people fans of boxing? No, but like they get to see them train. They get to see. okay, are we going to see content that's made from that? Well, if the content creators decide to also make content while they're training, like, come on, you could have done so many other options that wouldn't have required the fighters to be fighters, and probably would have gotten more YouTubers involved. Especially after the first one was a success, to be like, hey, look at how much money we raised. Look at this. This one isn't going to be a boxing event. It's going to be something else. And then, yeah, they would have been. It could have been something. It could have. But Anissa needed her bad boy. She needed Ian to be the bad boy that he can truly be. If he tries his hardest, if he puts his all into it, he can cringe us out like nothing.
Well into the cancellation. Everyone's talking about it. They're saying when the announcement's going to go out. We're all like, oh, but boo-hoo, this is a bummer, whatever, it's over. And then, people are chit-chatting. And then for the first thing Sapnap says is crud.
Ian should have made content cops on all the fighters. Hey, it's not too late. Now that it's fallen through, why not?
Where the heck have you been?
What is that? C-R-U-D?
C-R-U-D. Crud.
Okay.
That was like so funny to me. It's like this guy.
That's literally perfect. An American Ninja Warrior event. Like, oh my. Not only would that be a better event to watch, like just for, like, wasn't that basically what the YouTube games were? Wasn't that a thing back in the day? Where they got like iJustine to do a wipeout? but yeah, like, I don't know, like something like that would be perfect. And their training arcs for that probably would be easier to make content for. Being like, hey, I'm going to go to my local parkour gym and do this thing. As opposed to, hey, I have to go in here and dedicate like this much time or else I'm going to go in the ring and get knocked the fuck out. Like they can kind of just play around and make sure that they're physically fit enough to jump and run and climb. But yeah, anything. Literally, make it a book club. Everybody comes in and goes, this, I really liked The Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. And then that's what they talk about for an hour and a half.
Guy.
Yeah, that is
no
very,
idea what's going on.
That is very Minecraft gamer coded to be like crud.
Yeah.
And then he just turned around and kept playing.
He's like, all right, back to my game.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I am envious if they avoided all of this headache and had no idea any of this was going on. It's like, oh, all right, back to my game. That would be amazing to avoid all of this.
Really, you thinking of fighting anymore? Or are you done? You done?
I'm like to like shift gears and go back into it. It would have to be a thing. Like I did have a buddy of mine was like, hey, what if we a bunch of people, we did a little boxing thing, like just because you guys all trained and stuff. And it's been like 2 months that I've basically stopped hardcore training, and I'm like, I'm gonna be 40 in a week. So. Being a boxer
that's no
once
excuse. Come on, look at this call. That's no excuse at all.
The Try Guys would be a good fit for Creator Clash. Everyone versus Ned. They don't need everyone. Just give them either Mouth or Eugene.
He has
Dad had
he
a
has so much
first-round
more
knockout over the age of 40.
Yeah, but he has so much more energy than me. I need a
What about a Creator Amazing Race competition game? Literally every idea in the chat has been better than a Creator Clash. And I'm telling you, it all started because Ian wanted to prove how much of a man he was and not back down from a fight against Rice Gum, and then didn't even end up fighting Rice Gum. It's dumb.
Like, even on my best bag of Coke, I couldn't dance like that. By the way, that's another great T-shirt.
In California, you'll have a lot of access.
Hey, if we do our event, if we do our own boxing event, then you can You can work on your cardio. We can train together. You can get that ultimate
Yeah,
cardio.
and you know what? And since our failure, Dad, has led to Nicholas putting his kids through college, he should he should be a commentator on the event.
Oh, dude, could you imagine?
Following a diet for an event is a big ask. It's not, and here's the thing: it's a big ask, but it's also necessary for something like boxing, whereas it wouldn't be as necessary for other types of events. Because with boxing, you have weight classes and stuff, and obviously, it's not as stringent as it would need to be. But people would need to be within a certain like weight to be able to fight like at that weight class, or else it would be an unfair fight.
And then it goes full circle, and somehow this event, not even being a charity, loses money, and then I'm responsible.
No, I did think a great name for a boxing event that was made of Creator Clash people. If it did happen, it should be called No Charity.
All profit.
I still can't believe they ran the tagline.
Boxing.
Dude, the tagline "influencers will pay" is still the funniest shit ever. I can't believe they ran that this year.
Lena will pay. Only.
Wait, do you have you heard any? Because there was a rumor that I heard from Dad that the contract specifies the payouts for an event that doesn't happen are only half. So unless you're like Harley or Dad, who got their $15K up front, everybody else just kind of got fucked. Have you heard any reports that like they're only getting $7,000 from them?
I have not heard anything of that. I don't know exactly. I actually am surprised.
Okay, this audio's cutting in. That was kind of crazy, but that's insane. So they're talking about how everyone got paid back, everyone got their money back. If there's an actual clause that says they're only going to get like $7,000 out of the $15,000, the 15 plus that they would have spent, like let's be honest, it's been a long time, so
have not heard
crazy.
Anything of that. I don't know exactly. I actually am surprised. I thought we were getting zero. Like I thought it was going to be, no matter what, I thought it was going to be zero. I didn't know.
And they haven't even asked you for the money back, have they? They haven't been like, oh, you should probably give back the training money.
No, they were cool on the phone because we had a very civil conversation, and they were half cool. And they were like, okay, well, if that's the case, then all right, let's just, go our separate ways about it. So that they didn't ask. They didn't say anything about it.
I heard another rumor that I'm not going to specify any information on from a completely separate party.
It's a full rumor, though, but let's hear it. What you got?
Wait, do you think?
I don't know. Let's hear. What was the rumor?
Well, I heard some interesting, unrelated rumor about a specific sponsor that came in from Creator Clash 2.
Yeah.
Just like a number. I don't know. Did you hear by any chance any specific numbers that might have gone out for that one specific? Because a lot of people when they talk about Creator Clash, they talk about like money.
Talking about the Crash Bandicoot, I heard that there was like $40,000 or $45,000.
Yeah, I heard about $45,000 for Crash Bandicoot, and then apparently
I heard there was something that the people that were running, and this is also I don't know specifically, but the people that were running Creator Clash hired a person on salary, a salary that far surpasses mine and Dad's and LA Beast's salary or whatever stipend put together, for that guy to go get a brand deal. And apparently this guy, through the aid of one of the fighters, brought in a Crash Bandicoot deal, which was worth 40.
I would have loved if just Creator Clash happens. All this there's all this hype, a bunch of stuff, and just Crash Bandicoot is the sponsor. It's like, huh?
$5,000, which allegedly was far less than what the guy got paid to get this job. And then apparently he had taken a smaller salary in the end, but basically that entire Crash Bandicoot thing was.
Yeah, and the fact that this guy's gonna get paid out for it, because what I'm wondering is this, right? What is the agreement that was met? Because clearly it's not just, we're going to give you $45,000, good negotiating skills. It would have been for the promotion of some game or some show or whatever the fuck it is. I love Crash Bandicoot. I'm not... Aku. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying. it would be for the promotion of the Crash Bandicoot brand at Creator Clash. But now that Creator Clash isn't happening, someone's going to have to probably pay out of pocket something, right? Because like they gave them 45 grand. Casey Neistat needs to make a documentary about all this. That's very true. The truth is, though, how much information could he really get? Like, could he really? Like, I feel like Ian and Anissa would be willing to like do an interview, and it would just. I was gonna say it probably wouldn't. Like they probably wouldn't tell that much, but honestly, they'd probably tell us everything. They'd be like, "Well, you don't understand. We needed that. We needed the money. We're living. Look at us."
Was like a one step forward, one step back, from what I heard. So
basically, the whole sponsor of fucking Crash Bandicoot just went to one guy instead of the charities.
Yeah.
So Churdley's got all the money. Is that what you're telling us?
That's the. No. Like there was like a marketing guy. Like a marketing
the marketing
guy.
guy's salary was apparently the majority of it just was the one brand deal that he brought.
Yeah. Like Churdley's got fucked.
Allegedly.
Churdley's got fucked more than anyone at Creator Clash 2 when you think about it that way.
Did he not get paid to be in the costume?
Oh no. He got paid. So the rumor that I heard is that like everyone's asking what happened with all the charities, because obviously like Fansly was a huge contributing one, and then the rumor I hear is that Crash Bandicoot was $45K, but it was brought in by a guy whose job it was to get sponsors, and that was the only sponsor he was able to produce. So he took a salary cut and basically just walked away with the $45K. That was the rumor I heard.
I actually heard the Crash Bandicoot deal literally came from one of the fighters as well.
Wow.
Like a fighter brought that deal in, and he basically was like, "Hey, I got this hookup here for Crash Bandicoot thing," and they're like, "All right, cool. Now we could pay that guy who was supposed to bring us this."
It was like 10 minutes or something. No, maybe it wasn't 10 minutes, but it was like an insane amount of time to spend on a Crash Bandicoot thing, where they just like rolled out the. You guys were there, obviously. They rolled out the guy in the giant costume and just.
Oh, that's what it was. Okay, I do remember that actually. As soon as he said the guy in the costume, I do remember the dude in the giant. That's what they paid for? I thought they were talking about this time around. There's no way. Episode 167. H3 show number 167. I'm trying to find the clip of fucking Crash Bandicoot at Creator Clash. Oh my god, let me just keep this playing.
I see it, but I talked to them right after they came back in. I know it was Churdley's, and then I'm spacing the other guy. The wrestler was John's friend. There was like a ton of wrestlers there that night from John, and one of those was the guy that beat up, I guess, Crash Bandicoot or something. I didn't see it though.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess that's.
Yeah, this is what it was. This is just... Again, there could have been something better. And if they were doing this anyways, I don't see why they wouldn't want to do something more... Oh my god, this actually just fucking like... My brain just started melting because I realized... They were like, we don't want to do all this cliched, like, fake boxing stuff. And, like, I think that was one of the reasons they were like, we're not trying to have it be, fake aggro and have people like Conor McGregor, they're, like, doing this type of stuff with vibrato and yada, yada, yada. That's not how we need to sell this event. But they already did have, like, a fucking dumb scripted WWE-style Crash Bandicoot versus some guy. Like... It's so dumb. Like, just on every level, everything they did was so dumb.
There's
just like new frontiers of crazy. This story could be... This could literally continuously be talked about for the next 2 years, and we would still find out new information about one of these two events. It's
Yeah.
insane how much stuff there is to dig
I
up.
figure it's gonna get boring eventually. Also,
It's boring now. I think it's done.
I have like this weird like guilt almost about talking. I'm not trying to say we shouldn't talk about, but I do feel like, oh God, as I don't mean to, me being a part.
And also, I'm so confused. They got. Wait, so what they're saying is a guy got a sponsorship through Crash Bandicoot. The company gave them 45 grand, but this guy would have gotten paid more than the 45 grand they got. That was what they were saying. What the fuck does that even promote? Having this guy in the fucking ring like that. What? I'm so confused.
Of the conversation, I hope it doesn't reflect on like I'm upset with anyone in like Aaron or any other.
For a second I went, oh, create, because it's creator, and then I was like, wait, it's creator Clash. It's not creator Crash. At least that would have made it make sense a little bit. Creator Crash. Oh, here's Crash Bandicoot.
The boxers involved or the company, because I'm just telling.
They should have done oh my god. They should have done creator Crash and done a demolition derby. That would have been fire.
My story and what happened to me. I mean, I do think Lena should get paid something, at least the half like other people got if it didn't happen. Because I think in the contracts it says if an event doesn't happen, everyone will get at least half. I think I might be wrong on that, but yeah, I think she should at least get that. Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. If they did a whole movie about all Creator Clash 1, 2, 3 and everything, and you guys could act in it, who would you want to play?
I'd want to play the brand guy that got all the money, and I just play like a really sketchy business guy.
You should.
I know Idubbbz should be the guy from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
The guy from Frodo. That should be Idubbbz.
Which? Elijah Wood.
Elijah Wood should be Idubbbz.
Oh, are you saying what actor would play
that's
everyone?
Actually, sick.
I thought you said what role would we play in the movie? I thought
No,
you guys-
both.
You
The
did,
thing is,
yeah.
both of them.
Well, I want
wanna be
Michael.
played by 50
Dude,
Cent.
I want Michael
honestly,
Fassbender to play me.
I think that what Jason Momoa is playing me, I think Timothy Chalamet as Anissa would fucking kill it. He'd fucking kill it. And Elijah Wood as Idubbbz, that would be actually.
Oh, yeah, he could do that.
I'm so down.
No,
That'd be.
I want to
that'd
get played by 50 Cent.
50 Cent.
Maybe not 50 Cent, but absolutely a black man. We will have
Did
a black
you see?
man
Did
play
you see 50 Cent's new movie? He's doing a movie with
With
Is
Bryce
he in
Hall?
Street Fighter?
Bryce Hall.
Oh, really?
No.
Wait,
He's
what
doing a
happened with
movie by the
this?
people who made Saw. And 50 Cent, like, it's a bunch of TikTokers, locks them in a house, and then, like, kills them.
Oh, this is a big movie. Nicholas Diorio doesn't even know that this is a movie by Ryan Kavanaugh. Interesting. This is how big this movie is going to be.
But
That
he
sounds
tried
crazy.
to have this movie, but he tried to block it from coming out, didn't he?
I didn't know that. No, I had no idea.
Oh, I think he tried to block, or unless maybe I got by like some fake headline bullshit thing, but I thought that he tried to stop him.
Wait, dude, you're actually destroyed. David Harbour playing you is that's it. That's the casting. David Harbour is playing you. That's it. That's literally it.
That's good. That's good.
Can we also say, why is the movie called Skill House and not something horror related like Thrill House or something? Like, why? I'm a little confused.
Good. And
I've been confused this whole stream, I guess.
I played David Harbour because at one scene I'm like, it's David Harbour as me, and he's on the elliptical, and Stranger Things comes on, but it's me playing Stranger Things, and he's like, love that guy.
We have someone who's donated $5.
So that's what we're gonna call that. They chat for a little bit longer. I don't think there's much else. They laugh at. Yeah, I think they hang up not too long after that. I'm pretty sure, or maybe not. No, I guess they do go on for a bit longer.
All right, that is the clip.
Yeah. So when I saw this clip on Kino Casino,
I was like,
I think this is just other callers, maybe. But I just wanted to hear about the Crash Bandicoot stuff. We don't have too much time left, so I want to make sure we get on to this. I think we could break this. Oh, wait. This wasn't my playlists. What the hell? I don't want to watch Alex's video. Everybody go check it out. The Best of Cav, the Weinstein Cut, Part 1. But I need to go...
Idubbbz has been...
Okay. So, new video by the WillyMacShow. It's just WillyMacShow, but... New video by WillyMacShow, The Victims of Ethan Klein, Doxers, Liars, and Going Bankrupt. There's so many fantastic clips on Kino Casino. Okay. Triller House would be better. Very true. But do you think they're actually going to give it a title today? Or is it just going to be episode 167? How tall is LeBron? The real questions being asked. But before we watch this video by WillyMacShow, The Victims of Ethan Klein, Doxers, Liars, and Going Bankrupt, I do want to preface this by saying Dark Viper AU of 14 pages fame has come out against WillyMac in... How long is this? It's an hour... We'll call that 2. So 6, 8, 10. So he's done probably 10, 11 hours worth of content. Maybe almost 12. We'll just say 11 plus. 11 plus hours of content about WillyMac and how WillyMac is a piece of shit, liar, scumbag who doesn't know what he's talking about, doesn't do enough research, and is just... He's completely everything that he hates. I will say that this was the part that I found funny. Is basically this. I will just say this all started because Dark Viper AU came out against reaction channels, and his whole critique is basically to say that any reaction is a copyright infringement because he tried to copyright strike Chud Logic, and Chud Logic took the video down, and he's basically like, see, I was right. But yeah, I don't know the extent. Maybe the content wasn't fair use, but he believes that all reaction content isn't just stealing the content and copyright infringement on some level. He also believes that it is taking away from the original video's viewership. And I think that that's all... It's a sliding scale, but honestly, the evidence he provides is a document that was written up by... I forget what the guy's name was. He says it, but it's about apparently this person, Glitchit, who made a write-up for WillyMac. And WillyMac was like, this proves that that it doesn't matter. Reaction content actually won't affect the viewership on an actual video. And basically, this person did a, what is this? We're not at 14 pages anymore. They did a 98-page write-up for Dark Viper AU, basically explaining not that Dark Viper AU is right, but just to say that Glitchit, whatever it is, isn't accurately... Like, I would need to read through it, but again, it's 98 pages, which I feel like is kind of a bit excessive. But their charts use like names like this, and like I get it. They're just, oh my god, it's just a lot. It is a lot. It's time to get quazy indeed, Alex. What do you think about this? Are you going to get quazy and read all of this? But yeah, he basically says that WillyMac doesn't know what he's talking about and even sources people that know even less. Because this person, their data only uses like one video or something, and it's not a fair whatever. You get what I'm saying. Yes, way more than 14 pages. Did I say 19 pages? My bad. A good old 98. Oh wait, you're so right. I can just ask ChatGPT to fucking summarize it for me. Yo, you're so smart. Let's do it. Dropbox. Here, give me a sec. Well, we're gonna listen to this though. This was the part that I actually did find funny, and I will say, WillyMac, you got to do better. You got to do better than this.
Person would bring up events from over 5 years ago that were not even interesting when they happened, and certainly aren't interesting now.
I was going to make a video whether Dark Viper responded to me or not because I want this dialogue to be productive. You can't have anything nice if you're friends with Matt. Can't have nice things when you're friends with Matt. After yelling at the guy in Among Us, Viper would write, "Scott will not be unbanned. It was not simply that I was having a bad day." After yelling at him, Viper would then write, "Scott will not be unbanned. It was not simply that I was having a bad day." He is so set that reaction streamers are bad people that he cuts off friends over it. Carl Jobs took a sponsorship from Asmongold's PC company. I talk about how he stopped being friends with Carl Jobs because Carl took a sponsorship from Asmon's PC company. And since Asmon makes React content, Carl essentially took blood money. Carl said, "Yes, this is the reason." And since Asmon makes React content, Carl essentially took blood money. Carl says,
Audio. I will say that I don't know if this... God damn it, they're doing it again. I will say that I don't know if... this alone will prove that WillyMac is a bad faith actor and isn't doing stuff appropriately, but it is funny that he is basically copy and pasting his scripts. Like, you got to try a little bit harder than that, especially when you're talking about, like, when you're... I don't know. There's a difference between summarizing something that you had said prior and just fully restating it, which I think is funny.
"Yes, this is the reason. A guy named Unnamed beat GTA without taking damage. Viper, who was running that same category, then banned this guy from his YouTube and Twitch. Viper justified all of this by writing another brick of an essay. I have known for quite some time that other people were doing runs off this category. I said a speedrunner beat Matt in a category, so he banned him from his Twitch chat and cries on Reddit about how his life is worse. I have known for quite some time that other people were doing runs off this category. He made a 3-part video series because a speedrunner named Friendly Baron shit-talked how he ran the forum. He made a 3-part video series because a speedrunner named Friendly Baron shit-talked how he ran the forum. He's like this with everything. A fellow GTA 5 speedrunner trolls on a forum and Matt is traumatized.
Why must my life suffer?
Rydog trolls a speedrunning forum and Matt is suffering.
Why must my life suffer?
What did he do? He lied to the moderators and he removed his own speedruns, shut down a category, and doesn't turn on his FPS limit. What a bad guy. What did he do? He lied to the moderators and he removed his own speedruns, shut down a category, and doesn't turn on his FPS limit. What a bad guy. I have now watched all of Viper's React content series and it is just the same video reposted over and over again with no new data or findings. All of his videos on this subject, his arguments largely remain the same, and every video is the exact same thing.
That he made the exact same video again is made worse when you realize that he just went on to repeat all the stuff that I showed false in part 2 of my response without any corrections, mind you. And then he further repeated everything I would go on to show false in part 3.
I was going to make a video whether Dark Viper responded to me or not because I want this dialogue to be productive. So today we're going to be discussing...
But yeah, you get it. I would have to go through all of this to see if you really in 11 hours didn't say the same thing a few times. I'm not saying that it's right, especially because this is scripted, whereas I'm pretty sure his name's Matt, Dark Viper, where Matt is doing a... I think some of his stuff is scripted, but for the most part, it seems like he's at least doing it kind of live. I know he at least records stuff live. But yeah. So take WillyMac with a grain of salt. 1 second while I'm still trying to get this document analyzed. I'm just trying to think of the way to say this correctly. I'm putting analyze this document and explain any bias found and or faults in its data. Explain. good enough. Oh, T-20 here. Let me put up the poll real quick too while I read this out. But poll real quick is, how late will the H3 show be today? 10 minutes. Ten, 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Okay, so it says, the Glitchit WMS report is a detailed statistical critique of Glitchit's analysis featured in a commentary video by WillyMacShow. It aims to both dismantle Glitch's methodology and highlight perceived personal biases. Below is a balanced summary of the accuracies, inaccuracies, and biases present in the report. Accurate and valid critiques, sample size issues, claim. Glitchit drew broad conclusions from extremely limited data, one unreacted video versus an undefined aggregate. Verdict, valid, drawing conclusions from such a small n. I'm assuming that just means it's data set or whatever, just using that as the variable. It's statistically unsound and opens the door to noise and anomalies being misinterpreted. Normalization pitfalls. Claim Glitchit's method of normalizing view count by each video max daily views creates misleading comparisons. Verdict, correct. This causes loss of scale, making lower performing videos appear equivalent or better due to how normalization flattens absolute distinction. Aggregation confusion. Glitchit aggregated videos after reactions occurred, which defeated the purpose of isolating reaction impact. Verdict, accurate. This introduces massive variance. Some reactions harm, some help, thus nullifying the ability to draw conclusions from the aggregate. Faulty graphs. Claim, one of Glitchit's graphs miscalculates the lower bound of uncertainty, sigma, sigma's in chat, invalidating conclusions drawn from it. Verdict, demonstrated clearly. The report even constructs the corrected visual. Misinterpretations by WillyMacShow. Claim WillyMacShow misrepresented a data error as a trend. Verdict, clearly evidenced and embarrassing. Shows a lack of understanding of the statistical material presented. The biases and questionable motivations, tone and ad hominem. The report is riddled with sarcastic, hostile, and inflammatory language towards both Glitchit and WillyMacShow. While comedic to some, it often undermines the professionalism expected in serious analysis. Personal afflictions. The author discloses financial compensation from Dark Viper AU, a central figure in the debate. While transparent, it constitutes a clear conflict of interest and framing of intent. The report frequently imputes malicious intent to Glitchit, calling his methodology diluted and dangerous, which may be overreach unless its intent is demonstrably proven, not just inferred. What the report does well, it breaks down statistical procedures, normalization, Gaussian aggregation, error bars for a lay audience without diluting rigor, demonstrates flaws through both real data and hypothetical examples, and considers multiple possible reasons for errors, shown at least some charitable analysis. Where the report overstates or misleads, credential policing, Credential policing. The author spends excessive time questioning whether Glitchit is a real data analyst. This is tangential and borders on gatekeeping. Cherry picking possible. Though the report accuses Glitchit of cherry picking, its own examples, e.g. the worst case normalization examples, are themselves curated to demonstrate maximum failure. Lack of counter-proposal. The report aggressively deconstructs Glitchit's work, but offers no meaningful framework for how the question should be studied, missing the opportunity for constructive. Why do you need to see it? I'm reading it to you. I'm sharing the right screen. My other screen would just look insane. Though the report accuses Glitchit of cherry picking, where was I? The report aggressively deconstructs Glitchit's work, but offers no meaningful framework for how the question should be studied, missing an opportunity for constructive contribution. Conclusion: the Glitchit WMS report is statistically sharp but rhetorically loaded. It correctly identifies serious methodological errors in Glitchit's work, particularly around sample size, normalization, and misaggregation. However, its tone, bias, and conflicted interests should be taken into account when weighing its authority. Thought to leave you with: when a truth is shouted through a megaphone soaked in venom, people often recoil from the tone, not the content. Would you like a version of this report that removes bias but keeps the statistical criticisms? Or a comedic satire breakdown, a la Cap and Quasar? Ooh, it knows me so well. Oh, can it summarize the summary? Can you summarize the summary you just gave? Be a little more sweet and short with it, yo. Absolutely. Here's the sweet and short version. The Glitchit WMS report nails some real problems. Tiny sample size, sloppy normalization, and backwards data use. It proves Glitchit's analysis is statistically weak, even catching a botched graph. But the report itself? It's got baggage. It's biased, sarcastic, and funded by a guy with a dog in the fight, Dark Viper AU. It punches hard, maybe too hard, and spends time dunking on personalities more than fixing the actual science. Bottom line, solid stats, messy motives. And I would say that it does sound like it's more of a criticism on Glitchit, and I guess that would just be to say that WillyMac uses poor information, like he sources stuff poorly. Shorter than that? God damn you. Too long still? Come on. Pick up a book. Look at this one. Would you look at that? I've also got this book for my newest video I'm working on. Oh no, what's happening? Proposal to pronounce glitchit as glizzit? I like it. I like it. But now we're definitely not going to have enough time to watch all of this, but go watch it on your own. Go give it a like. Go give it a dislike if you agree with Dark Viper that he is a scumbag liar. But this is the victims of Ethan Klein, doxers, liars, and going bankrupt.
Ethan Klein has managed to make enemies with the most incompetent people on the internet. Creator Clash is fully canceled. Creator Clash's most viral fighter dead, who got Joe Rogan to talk about the event.
Young kid. He looks like he's probably like 17 or 18, and the father's 42. And the father beats the shit out of him. Like, that's your son. That's your son. And we're watching you beat your son up as a man. Yeah, this is it.
That's not exactly what was happening.
It's not? What is it?
They're not father-son.
Oh, why does it lie? This is it.
That's not exactly what was happening.
Okay.
It's not.
The attachment on his glove here almost made it look like the thumb was on the wrong side.
What is it?
They're not father-son.
Oh, why does it lie?
Is now struggling to pay rent.
It sucks. I put my heart into this. I got freaking beat hard this year, harder than I ever had. And I thought, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna train like a freaking professional. keep my head down, avoid this drama, and now here I am, screwed.
Anissa's been trying to downplay every mistake they've made while burying herself even farther. She wrote that her and Ian knew that Creator Clash was failing before the content cop even went live. But when Dad raised concerns about ticket sales, Idubbbz lied to him.
Because I counted physically by my hand, I had like this whole image. I counted literally every seat in the arena. It took me a couple hours to see what was selling. And then Ian was like, oh, don't look at that. That's inaccurate because Ticketmaster does tricky things. And then I'll actually show you what tickets sold.
After the event was canceled, her Discord was getting more details than the actual fighters were.
Why would you do something that could hurt at all the event?
That just doesn't even make any sense. Ticketmaster does tricky things. So what, they're double booking seats? Or they're overbooking? Because the only way that would make sense is if there are less seats than what you're seeing. And that like they're just filling out random seats to like leave gaps or something. But realistically, it would be that like that doesn't even make any sense. I'm just so confused. If you counted them, because you buy tickets for the seats, you're buying your specific, you're getting your section and your seats.
Especially when you know it is failing. And my complaint about that is, why did we never find out that it was already failing? If you knew it was already failing, why didn't you tell us before you made that video? And why didn't you say, hey guys, the event's failing, we should probably just cancel it, and now we're going to put this video out so it doesn't matter? Like, why wasn't that told to us? Then maybe all of us marketing people, all YouTubers who are basically marketing people, we've marketed ourselves forever, maybe we could have helped this situation and blasted videos out. The two Minecrafters could have gone bonkers, and we could have saved the event instead of burying it deeper. So I don't like that excuse. But I do think it was failing before.
Idubbbz has been silent, but you know Anissa can't keep her mouth shut. She's like the event was doing bad regardless of the content cop. A combo of many things contributed. Lack of promotion, influencer boxing being less popular, the economy. Bro, you branded yourself as the boxing promoter for these events. You guys chose not to promote the event.
Married to a boxer. Married to a boxer. Lebanese, Irish, and Canadian.
As the boxing promoter for these events. You guys chose not to promote the event until you decide to side with people who encouraged false CPS calls. Dad's explaining how he found out the content cop was on Creator Clash's biggest supporter during a camping trip.
On this camping trip is where Ian tells me, hey, I'm doing another content cop. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And he goes, yeah, it's on Ethan. And I was like, Ethan Klein? And he said, yeah, it's on Ethan Klein. And I thought, oh no, why would you do that? Then Ian tells me, before Creator Clash 3 is about to happen, oh, I'm putting out a hit piece on Ethan Klein. And I'm thinking, oh my God, dude, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to cause trouble? Because
you're so right, Alex. We need to get Dean to do facial scan recognition on Dad so that we can call CPS on him. You're so right. Same thing on Matt. We need that facial recognition software, whatever it is. What is he even talking about? If you have that on your computer, I hope the FBI should come figure out what you're doing with that.
Because now I'm thinking, this is going to ruin Creator Clash 3, and I'm going to get screwed again.
One of the things Anissa and Ian...
Even Anissa refers to herself as Ian's husband, LOL. Ian's wife. It's actually Anissa's husband's wife. How far back can we go? Ian's wife's husband's wife?
Assured everyone of was them stepping away was to protect the fighters and the event.
We've already told all the fighters, and it seems like most people understand that this is the best move. I can't keep my mouth shut. I can't, I can. I just didn't want to. Please, for the love of God, support this event. You know,
Oh, wait. Let me see. Let's see if we can support this event. Huh. Okay, it's happening. So it's happening Saturday, October 25th. Okay. Dad's in it, and Jago's in it. Okay. Whoa, Odd One's out? No way. And Myth and Tubover's Sapnap? Get your tickets now. Don't worry, though. Don't worry. You can't buy them. It's fine. It's okay to still have the website up. Just take the fucking website down.
I feel like in some ways I'm like cutting off an arm so that I could escape the bear trap, and so I can fight. Well, that's a bad analogy. You guys get it.
Him referring to the event as a bear trap makes it sound like he was just trying to get out of it with the content cop. Anissa was bragging, we're not financially tied to the event anymore. You have no power over us. But when the content cop dropped, Dad was like, why are Ian and Anissa advocating for attacking this family? They're screwing everyone working.
Who's paying for the website? I'm sure it's just on like a year plan or whatever. So if nobody fucks with it, it'll probably stay exactly like that until like the year lapse, and then it'll just go down.
On Creator Clash.
He puts the thing out and he screws every single person. He screws Real Good Touring, all the business professionals who are making this event with him. He screws me. He screws every other boxer. Everyone was screwed from Ian's dumb video because he couldn't wait 2 months. At some point after the Content Cop video, my friend Yoda talks to me and says, all this crazy stuff's going on with Ethan from H3. Child Services is being called on him. He's getting human skulls mailed to his house. I didn't know what any of that was about, but I felt bad for him because it sounded insane. So I went to an H3 live stream and donated $20 and left a comment to try and say something positive. I also said I was bummed about the Content Cop video and confused on how to...
Hey guys, I've heard about the stuff going down. I feel for you. Really hope everyone feels as goo as they can. Hope everyone makes it out sane. And good luck, Lena. This whole thing is a bummer for all. It's weird that he put that out. I feel confused too.
To move forward.
And can you guess who decided to call Dad and interrogate him over this? Anissa.
The next day, Anissa texts me a screen grab of my donation and she says, is this real? Anissa took that as I was supporting her enemy that
How would they know the Content Cop would ruin Creator Clash unless all fans are H3 fans? Yeah. I mean, it's just one of those things where I think it was like a it was a real coin toss. There we go. It was a real coin toss where they felt like this video would either give them the promotion they needed of like just like random internet publicity to be able to promote the event from there, or it would completely snuff it out at like I said, the final nail in the coffin. It was the final hammer and nail, and they could either use that hammer to hammer in that final nail, or they can flip it around and try and start pulling up the other nails, but we know that coffin's deep in the dirt now.
she has chosen, by the way. Ethan and H3 are not my enemy. So then Anissa makes me feel guilty and bad for what I thought was a nice thing. And she's like, oh, I can't believe you would do that. I'm 44 freaking years old. This is childhood, high school garbage. What the heck are you doing? He tells me this.
Is this real? Yeah, that is just funny. Like, it's just hard to, because I mean, honestly, is this real? Like, I don't even know if is it just arrogance that she just thinks like, why would anybody side with him? Why would anybody side with Ethan? This video was super valid and well timed, well executed.
This really hurts us that you would say this, because in the donation I said, this is really confusing for all of us. I don't know why they put that video out. It hurts you that I said I'm confused why you're ruining the event? What are you talking about? It hurts you more that you put your video.
Oh, we got 1 minute. Still no thumbnail, and the title's still that, so we might be here for a minute.
Not me being upset about it. Oh, I burned a building down. Now everyone's complaining, and it really hurts me that everyone's complaining about my fire I caused. What the heck are you talking about?
Dad is saying how multiple creators had problems with the content cop, which means the heads of Creator Clash were just blowing smoke up Harley's ass, saying he was the only one who wasn't cool with the thing.
They did a temperature check on my team. They called my team and they were like, how do you guys doing? How do you feel about everything? And, you know, they spoke to my guy and he was like, not that good. It's not that cool of a thing. And then they hit me up and I was like, well, how does everyone else feel about it? And they were like, everyone loves it. Everyone's fine. Everyone's great. You're Your team's a little wonky about it, but everyone's good.
Well, if Anissa didn't like Dad's comment, I wonder how she's taking Dad's YouTube video. Turns out she's decided to just throw Ian under the bus. Hi, Ethan. The whole point is you are accusing me of things that my husband or other people have done, which contradicts everything you wrote in this comment. What is my ultimate sin aside for being married to the man who made the content cop? I never mentioned CPS. Well, let's see. You called him inbred, referring to Hassan calling Israelis that. You crazy made him, saying that he's on drugs and that he needs help, for being mad at false CPS calls, siding with everyone who supported it when it was cool. But now that the narrative is shifted, she's gonna blame her husband and everyone else. I wasn't a part of it. She's such a vampire. I've noticed Ethan and Gila vehemently defend each other when they're getting attacked online. Meanwhile, Ian stays silent as Anissa throws him under the bus. Really great relationship you two got there. Ethan even states, Ian at least knows to shut up, but you're the only fool who continually engages with me. So obviously I'm talking to you and not Ian. And Nisa replies, what a pathetic list. This is justification for eternal harassment? Privately discussing Zionism and showing up in my friend's Twitch chat? That's not at all what he said. Ethan gave her a whole list of reasons and she couldn't engage with one thing. When they stepped away from Creator Clash, I think we were supposed to go, oh wow, look how generous Ian and Anissa are for giving away their 34% profit share to the fighters. But she stated that they knew this event was going to flop. But it's easy to give up 34% profit share when the event's destined to make nothing. I know their plan was to blame Ethan and Hila for the whole thing failing.
Don't worry, Hila. I'm not going to blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for anything, so that will rest solely on my shoulders. But I can't speak for the internet. The internet might actually...
I just feel like did he think that this was like kind of clever or like, because the sentence itself is almost like, that is what you're saying. To say, let's just hear it from the top.
Anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability. I'm gonna blame you guys for anything Creator Clash related. I know you're terrified of taking accountability for...
I'm not going to blame you guys for anything related to Creator Clash. I know you're terrified of taking accountability. Accountability for what? So it is their fault? You're just not going to blame them, but it is their fault. Well, you did just kind of blame them because you said that. Come on.
For anything, so that will rest solely on my shoulders. But I can't speak for the internet. The internet might actually blame you guys for it.
No, actually they did the right thing and blamed you for it. They left the fighters out high and dry, putting some of them in horrible financial situations with no security blanket to fall back on. It's why it's important to plan for the worst and why this video is sponsored by Aura. Everyone I know in my life is tortured by spam calls, emails, and scam text messages. You don't have to live this way any longer. I haven't for the past year because I use Aura. Aura identifies data brokers on your behalf.
He was trying to guilt trip them. I get that it's supposed to be, it's a mix though, because it's like a virtue signal mixed with a guilt trip. Because he's like trying to be like, don't you see how bad this is? But I'm also going to take the fall for it because I'm just the bigger person. Like, come on, Ian.
Behalf and automatically submits opt-out requests that would otherwise be impossible to keep up with. Seriously, just Google your name. You will see all your data, addresses, phone numbers, emails, family members, popping up on all of these white pages websites available to anyone who wants it. This happens because data brokers have websites where anyone could buy
Honestly, if you think about it, people always say having the name John Smith or something generic like that's a bad, like, oh, why would you want your name to be the same as everybody else's? You'd be so much harder to find on these websites. Like, how do they know? How do they know who's you, like which one's you? Something to think about.
Anyone else's personal information for just a few bucks. It's what causes you to get so many spam calls. Your data should not be out there. And they will continue to monitor the dark web and alert you if your personal information ever gets exposed. You wouldn't leave the back door to your house wide open at night, so why do it online? Plus, they give you up to $5 million in identity theft insurance should the worst case scenario happen. So stop the spam calls and protect yourself online by going to aura.com/WillyMac to start your 14-day free trial. Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring this video. And that brings us to our next person on Ethan's hit list, Caseytron. Ethan announced that he was suing Caseytron Denims and Frogan for marketing their reaction videos as market replacements.
People have been wanting to watch this without necessarily supporting Ethan Klein. So we're gonna watch it.
Doesn't want people to know when it's dropping because we're all watching through other streamers. And I suggest you all watch it through other people as well. We're gonna watch it live, yes.
We're relying on you to stay live so we don't give more views on the nuke. Yeah, I'm gonna stream it. Since he confirmed it's coming out today, we're gonna stream it. If you wanna watch it, Watch it with someone else who's already watching it. You know, come enjoy the watch party somewhere else.
Denims is on camera saying Ethan Klein's trying to destroy fair use, because fair use is when you steal now, apparently.
Ethan Klein is now suing me. That's right, guys. That's right. The guy who saved fair use is here to kill it.
But if you look at the Ethan...
I don't think I've seen that clip. Acting like you're the last bastion of hope. You are fair use, Denims.
Now, apparently.
Ethan Klein is now suing me. That's right, guys. That's right. The guy who saved fair use is here to kill it.
But if you look at the Ethan vs. Matt Haas case, the judge leaves a footnote clarifying. Some reaction videos, like the Klein's video, intersperse short segments of another's work with criticisms and commentary, while others are more akin to a group viewing session without commentary. The court is not ruling here that all reaction videos constitute as fair use. Denims literally just described her video as a watch party.
If you want to watch it with someone else who's already watching it, you know, come.
It's like each one of them that he's suing fits a different like part of the four, like I forget how they, like the four what do they call them, the four aspects, I guess, of fair use, but they each hit like a different one. Casey Tron doesn't add anything transformative to the video. She basically just wholesale re-uploads it. Denims does add a little bit more, but she directly says that she is trying to create a market substitute to like siphon views away from the channel. And then Frogan is Frogan. So I digress. She's never had to try that hard, right, guys?
Enjoy the watch party somewhere else.
All of these people are getting up and leaving during the live stream or the video. Casey Tron's just smoking, stating their intent to replace the original work. Denims was on stream.
For tenants, I don't even own a property.
Just 2 months earlier begging Ethan to sue her.
How's the lawsuit going? Nowhere, because Ethan Klein's too much of a sue me because he knows he'll lose.
The lawsuit gets announced and her immediate response is to say it's fine because Ethan's rich and it's okay to steal from rich people.
If you check your bank account and like Chase accidentally refunded you an extra $50, you might look at that and be like they were supposed to refund you for some charge or something, and then they accidentally gave you another $50, and you see that and you're like, I didn't see anything. Well, listen, they can correct it. They can find it themselves. They can correct it.
The difference is when it's coming from an individual. You can think that for the bank, but everybody's like, someone's paying that out at some, in some way, whether it be that like the bank is creating a higher fucking rate on their credit cards or whatever. At a certain level they will, but stealing from individuals is like a completely different story. So I don't even know why that would be the argument.
I don't really care that much, all right? I don't really care that much. If some old lady on the street is like, you have change for a $10 bill, I just need to pay the meter, and she hands you a $50 bill instead of a $10 bill and says, oh, times are so tough right now, but, gotta pay the meter.
Can we make shirts that say, but I digress? Might need to.
And you keep the 50? See how one of those feels morally worse? One of those feels like you're stealing from someone who does need it, or you're stealing from, I don't know, not a corporation. One of those feels worse. We're not talking about legality. It's theft regardless. We're talking about what is morally worse.
Girl, you're being sued. It's in the title of the video you're watching. We are talking about legality and you're admitting to theft. God, she's so stupid. Denims is so stupid, she links the video she's being sued for at the end of her video.
So it's actually up right here. 3 hours and 52 minutes of glorious React content to the content nuke. And if you'd like to watch it, here you go. I'll post it in chat right now. Share, copy to clipboard. It's right here.
I think I share a similar view with Ethan when it comes to React content. As long as the creator is trying to add something and do their own thing, I'm all for it. The beauty of social media is us interacting with each other. But these creators have such a blatant disregard for their peers' content. She starts the stream playing other people's videos, usually says nothing, sometimes...
This part is the part that fucking gets me. This is worse than Jinx. This is worse than Jinx content. For those of you who don't remember Jinx, Jinx was an old React YouTuber that Idubbbz made a content cop about. Or, I don't know if it was a whole content cop. He made a video talking about him. And people were saying he was racist because he came after a black guy instead of any other reaction channel. But the truth is Jinx would watch videos like this.
He was like, "Oh no, we're not alleging election fraud."
Ha!
Then what are you doing here?
We're not alleging election fraud. We're checks notes.
This is quite literally it. But at least he was on screen. Having you not even have to be on screen, she could have her fucking leg up, like scratching her belly, like having her belly out, like just, like what is happening? This is what pisses me off the most. I was like, somebody needs to send this to these creators because they could probably sue her too, honestly. And it's not even about suing her. She just needs to be like stopped. Twitch needs to hold these people fucking accountable for this shit. It is insane.
Having fun. Just getting together with the boys to have fun.
These people are liars and scoundrels and cretins. Trump sued Bill.
And that's on a good day. Sometimes when the video ends, she says nothing, just clicks to the next video.
That this was the way to do it. All those Chinese truck drivers moving stuff around America. Hey folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.
And like, I think Denim said it herself. And you're right, Alex. These non-reaction channels are going to destroy Twitch, but it's because they're not even reaction channels. There are curation channels. Denim said herself that she does curated content. She curates other people's content for her viewers. That is not okay. And I've been saying this, if you want to do that, create a YouTube channel and you can create playlists and be like, go check out these playlists. You could create your Discord and be like, here's a bunch of links to go to different channels. But when you are receiving ad revenue, that is like an extra step beyond. And that is not allowed. It is not your right to gain ad revenue for other people's content just because you curated it.
Hey guys, first of all, we got a brand new camera angle.
I see her mouse moving. She's sitting at the computer. Why doesn't she just start her stream? She's just sitting there stealing YouTube videos. I'm siding with Ethan on this because people have been complaining for years about Twitch streamers stealing content, and they're so confident that nobody will do anything about it. They're just stating it out in the open. Yes, I'm stealing this. Give me money instead.
If you enjoyed not giving any views to that terrible video, follow, subscribe, throw a prime. If you like the content, if you enjoyed your time here.
There's this really funny pattern when it comes to these people. When the lawsuits were first announced, they start off really confident. They're making fun of Ethan and Gila. Ethan KK Klein is going to sue me for smoking too much weed. He's trying to take away my ability to purchase medically necessary marijuana products. Donate to my...
This one goes out to you, Casey Tron. So you hit a blinker real quick. Oh, it was so long. My God. But yes. Wow. I was not expecting that blinker to be that long. But Casey Tron should stop buying so much weed because she probably needs the money.
My weed fund. I tuned into Casey's stream after these lawsuits were announced, and she's just playing movies, no commentary.
Put up your deuce, let's get down to it.
She's playing full segments of reality TV shows while not being there at all.
It's truth, and so it is. So it is.
Just straight up Family Guy is playing.
Door! I know! Sheesh.
H3 curated Hassan Piker live streams and currently makes ad revenue on them. Do you know what curation is? What are you talking about?
Then when she finally gets on stream, she's like, I can't believe this is happening to me.
So this is so fucked up, what's happening to me.
And to be fair, even if that was true, even if they were re-uploading Hassan Piker streams, that's the Hassan Industrial Complex, bro. You're doing it. That's what he wants. Make that money off of him.
This is so fucked up. Please donate. Like, there's some real fucked up shit happening to me right now that I do not deserve.
Bitch, how has this not happened sooner? You're lucky Fox isn't suing your ass. She's calling them ugly and she's hacking.
Don't worry, Alex. I'll send you a message later about my personal thoughts, but I think that overall it was good. It was a really good podcast with you and Bobby. The whole thing is Bobby is just a very divisive character. A lot of stuff to talk about, including Bobby. They play reruns of Leftovers on their Twitch channel. Okay. They said they still pay out Trisha for frenemies, so I imagine any ad revenue that's coming. The Hassan nuke is your definition of curated content? What? I want you to just sit with that, because that is... The Hassan nuke is my definition of curated content. We just watched Denims sitting... playing somebody else's video with an animation of herself sitting there. I'm saying she herself is calling this curated content. You're saying the edited video, the edited, clipped, written, scripted video of the content nuke is a curation. Okay. Boblex got removed as a mod from his own Discord? Damn. Yeah, and even so, I imagine they're paying Hassan for whatever ad revenue comes from Leftovers, because they said they do that for Trisha still too. So they're still getting them checks. And if you're saying you should get money from the content nuke, you need to learn what curation is.
Up pot loogies.
Oh, this no good motherfucker and his ugly ass wife. I was out getting weed in Taco Bell. I haven't even ate my Taco Bell.
Teddy. She's making fun of Ethan for being on Ozempic. Is she stuffing?
I can't tell if you're just rage baiting Audelan, or Audelan, however you say it. That you are just wrong. It is over 1 hour of Hassan Piker live streams. Again, even if that were the case, Hassan allows that. And secondly, it is a curation. It is to put together a group of videos in a form of some kind of playlist for the viewment of others. I guess, yeah, the clips he chose were curated to some degree, I guess, is what you're trying to argue. But that's just like, now you're just being like making a semantics argument that's just weird.
Her hole with Taco Bell.
They're gonna be mad that I called his wife ugly, and she's ugly on the inside and the outside. I've lost some weight. I have. I've lost like 20 pounds now. So, and I'm doing it the non-easy way.
I think if Casey Tron left her comments at this, it would be fine, but then she goes on to say she doesn't even remember reacting to the video because she was too high. YouTube lawyers are laughing at her.
Oh my god, I don't remember reacting to that. Did I react to that? I don't recall. Like, I don't know. I think that he probably just took some other video that I was reacting to of Real Housewives or something. And that's why I'm smoking the weed, because I don't think I ever reacted to that. Like, I don't remember it. Maybe it just wasn't memorable. I know, like, Ethan doesn't know much about, like, having to work all the time because he only has to clock in for, like, 4 hours a day or something. But, like, at that time, I had been live for 3 months. Okay, like at that time, like I was clocking in at around 700 hours on the clock, and I was very mentally unwell. So I was a very weed dependent, but I have gotten better off the weed. No, for real.
Never mind, I just reviewed their chats and they lean towards Snarker. I have to ask you this then, Audelon. How many chats have you been banned from to where you're having to come and chill in this one? Because there's other people you could watch. Or am I just the least annoying? Because that would be nice to hear too.
So whether or not you recall reacting to it, being the defense here, saying, I don't recall, I don't know, I may have been under the influence, I may have been baked, I may have been high. Does that work? Absolutely not in this case. And copyright is strict liability, which means mental state is irrelevant. You can do it, you can do it in any mental state, and it doesn't matter. It's strict liability. Did you or did you not do it?
Hassan is seeing all of this, and instead of giving his arguments for why he thinks these people didn't break the law, he just says that all the lawyers that would agree with him are silent because this has to do with Israel-Palestine. He's turned it into such a meme.
Wouldn't they also be in the wrong then for staying silent? Shouldn't they be speaking out against these Zionist actors trying to silence pro-Palestinian voices?
Amen.
That would make them complicit, no?
YouTubers and free speech people are extra quiet. No, I think there's some legal YouTubers who have covered it, but they're like pro Ethan. To cover this with me,
don't assume. I didn't assume. I asked you a question.
Talking on Israel Palestine, which they are not equipped to do and want to fence it on. Exactly.
Palestine has nothing to do with this. This case is on copyright. They aren't pro-Ethan. They just think Ethan has a strong case given the law and the evidence.
Emotional arguments, claims of bias, claims that we don't know enough about Israel and Palestine. That has nothing to do with this lawsuit. This lawsuit has nothing to do with any political element. It has to do with copyright. And we're going to keep it educational and objective on this channel.
Hassan doesn't actually try and give an argument for why these people are innocent. Instead, he does the classic Hassan and just defames the lawyer.
Something so funny about people being like, dog, have you seen the legal mindset video about you? Dude, if I were to cover every Rumble lawyer, fake lawyer that actually is like a fucking right-wing freak that spends most of their time talking about like trans people, I would lose my mind. I would have no time to cover anything else. But I'm not going to pay any mind or any attention to some fucking psychotic MAGA lawyer, not a real lawyer.
None of this is actually true. He's just making it up because the lawyer disagrees with him. Just another day of Hassan
They
going.
have an official title? Let's see. You're going to want to hear this out, Elon. The Idubbbz divorce arc has begun. She's so angry. No, he's so sad.
Live. Now, fake lawyer is interesting, and I want to throw out here that that's possibly the most defamatory thing. Now, I want to give Mr. Piker some credit here because perhaps he knows nothing about me or knows nothing about the law. Well, clearly he knows nothing about the law, but an attorney has to be licensed to practice in their state. I'm licensed to practice in the state of Florida. So I am both a lawyer and an attorney above that. So there you go, Mr. Piker. That's a language. So that statement is indeed false, right? That I am a quote unquote fake lawyer because I indeed possess a law degree from the University of Florida. So that statement in the future would be defamatory. I keep politics out of my streams, and it's particularly over the last year, 6 months, definitely last 6 months and a year, I have endeavored to keep my streams as objective and educational and make it a environment where everybody is welcome. Even people who like Hassan Piker are welcome.
That's like me asking that you only like chat that agrees with your talking points. What? Of course I'm going to prefer things that agree with me. But if you can give me arguments on things that I'm wrong about, then that works too. But what's the point of watching if you feel like I'm so, like, biased? And my question didn't assume anything. My question was, how many chats have you been kicked out of? Or am I just the least annoying person to watch? Because you could have been kicked out of nobody's chat. And you just prefer my voice. But, like, again, I just find it, for you to be watching content that you disagree with so vehemently would lead me to believe that perhaps, and it leaves me with the inquisitory nature to where I wonder if you may have been banned from other chats. And this is your last hope. So please, speak your mind.
in my chat, so long as they are civil, so long as they keep the conversation from violating the terms of service of the platform.
Nah, he'd rather just slander you so he doesn't have to engage. What's funny is Hassan has been calling Ethan a vexatious litigant, which means the lawsuits have no merit.
Because the legal system is f***ing busted. Because the legal system is fundamentally broken. If you have a lot of money, you can do this kind of thing. When you're depraved and you're manic and you're an insane person and you don't care about like wasting unlimited funds, especially considering that he does technically have virtually unlimited funds, you can be a vexatious litigant.
But at the same time, he's on stream admitting that he doesn't understand the basis of the lawsuit.
I saw a lawyer that say he has a good chance because all three stated they're streaming it to have a place for people to watch it without supporting Ethan. Did they?
Yes, you window licker. This is so on brand for Hassan. Baselessly discredits every expert who disagrees with him and then talks super confidently on something he knows nothing about and just hopes the viewers will believe him. Now let's cut back to Casey Tron. All the memes and laughing would stop the day she got served.
Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm probably gonna cry.
Oh, we got a thumb. Okay. I'm just, sorry, my chat disconnected for a second. I was making sure it's all good. I think we're fine.
We're fighting for you,
I'm, like,
Casey,
upset.
except
People are
we
gonna
love
be
you,
like,
Casey,
oh, she's,
Casey,
like,
except
playing
we're fighting for you,
victim
Casey,
and
except we
and,
love
like,
you,
use it
Casey,
against me.
Casey,
It's like, what
except
the
we're
fuck am I
fighting for you,
supposed to do?
There's years of dialogue surrounding React content and how to do it ethically. You ignored it and now you're here.
I got served. My dad answered the door. The next thing I know, my dad comes in and he's like f***ing crying.
Oh, no way. 267167. What does it mean? Nothing is a coincidence. Oh my god. Was this planned all along? Is this why they've never hit 3 million? They've been planning this for a long time. This was why they didn't want to hit 3 million. This is why they've been losing subscribers. It all makes sense now.
You know, it's really fucking traumatic to see your dad cry like that. You know, like that's what really like has me like so freaked out, is seeing like how emotional my dad got about it.
I actually started feeling bad for Casey here, but instead of trying to work something out with Ethan, she just starts calling him a misogynist.
You guys are watching right now, like every fucking incel community that's been attacking me relentlessly for like the past 10 years is
oh my
going
god,
to use
67 up here again. What the fuck is it? I know we passed 767 subscribers in between streams. Something's happening right now. We're about to hit what's it called? What do they say? Where everything's supposed fuck, never mind. It sounds stupid now. I'm taking too long.
it for YouTube clips because they literally make careers out of bullying women like me. And I'm just so fucking tired. I'm just so fucking tired of constantly being harassed by this shit, you know? Like, for the past 3 or 4 months, I've really just been like, I just want to focus on myself and I want to focus on my community. I want to focus on being funny. I want to be one of those people who's just a breath of fresh air, you know, somebody who people can watch to escape and get away from it all.
Then make your own content. Nobody's stopping you.
If I had been given just like one fucking leg up in life, I've always been funny. I should be more famous than I am, but I'm not because I'm not a fucking man. And that's just the fucking truth. And I know all of the incels will be like, oh, here she goes again, claiming sexism. Like, then what the fuck else is it?
Maybe it's your charming personality.
No, I get emotional whenever I think about it.
Oh my god, 1.67 years ago? They're everywhere. It's happening everywhere. Can we see something on this page? Any of these numbers 67? No, okay. I was going to say, if one of them was, I was about to lose my shit, but we're okay, we're okay.
I love gay people so much. I do. I love gay people.
I just don't. I'm not. The reason I'm not reacting to this too much is because I don't really care. Like, yeah, she's crying, or her dad was like, "I accidentally got your papers. You're served. I'm sorry." It's like, I don't know, man. That was terrible. That sucks. You shouldn't have opened the door for that random man. But hey, maybe you should have raised your daughter to not be a content thief. It does sound stupid, right? It sounds funny. But to cry over it, it's like you're being sued. People get sued. If I got sued, it'd fucking suck. I'd probably cry. But on my own. In my own time. I'd scream on camera.
So much. I love women so much. I do. I love gay people so much. Sorry. I'm like, it's not a joke. I do. Like, I wouldn't be like who I am without you guys.
Should I set up the raid? Oh, yep, I need to now. Oh no.
Hello, everybody. This is Ethan Klein coming at you live. It is July 16th. Hello. Hello. The year's 2025. It's the H3 show live. It's Wednesday. Hello. Hello. We've got a great, super fun, supercharged
Redirect privileges needed. It's a thing. Dad. Yeah. See, we got to get their attention, and then I can redirect. But they're a private channel. How sad. But thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This is Captain Quasar signing off.